His wife said, "From now on, I'll decide when we talk or spend time together. Stop chasing me, and honestly, I can't believe I ever lowered myself enough to be with you." What happened next made her scream. Today's story is about a man who gave his heart, his time, and his soul to the woman he loved only for her to tell him that she regretted ever choosing him. But life has a strange way of revealing the truth. And when the truth finally came out, she screamed. Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever loved someone who made you feel like you weren't enough? Drop your answers in the comments. Your experience might help someone else heal today. Now, let's begin. Marcus and Julia had been married for years. At first, things were beautiful late-night conversations, weekend trips, little handwritten notes. Marcus thought he had married his soulmate. But slowly, Julia changed. First, she became distant, then irritated, then cold. Marcus tried to talk to her, but she always pushed him away. One evening, he waited for her to come home. He had cooked her favorite dinner, creamy pasta with grilled chicken, and candles flickered on the table. When she walked in, she sighed loudly. "Julia, seriously? Why are you always doing this? You're suffocating me." "Marcus, I just wanted us to spend time together." She dropped her handbag and glared at him. "Julia, well, from now on, I will decide when we talk or spend time together. Stop chasing me, and honestly, I can't believe I ever lowered myself enough to be with you." Her words cut deeper than any knife. Marcus stood frozen. He could barely breathe. Audience question: if your partner spoke to you this way, what would you do? Let me know in the comments. The house became silent and empty. Julia barely spoke to Marcus. She stopped wearing her wedding ring, stopped eating his meals, stopped calling him honey or love. She simply existed in the same space, treating him like an inconvenience. Marcus found himself crying in the bathroom at night, careful not to let her hear him. He wondered what he had done wrong. Was he not handsome enough? Not wealthy enough? Not exciting enough? He began blaming himself for her disrespect. But the truth? Julia wasn't pulling away because of something he did. She was pulling away because of something she was hiding. One Saturday afternoon, Julia left the house in a rush. She said she was going to get some air, but she dressed like she was going somewhere fancy. Marcus decided not to question her. He had begun accepting the pain as his new normal. But 2 hours later, he got a text message from an unknown number. A picture of Julia, laughing, holding another man's arm. Marcus's hands shook. The message read, "You deserve better than this, brother. Thought you should know." He stared at the screen while his heart tore piece by piece. He didn't confront Julia immediately. He wanted to think. He wanted to breathe. He wanted to understand. Someone sent you that picture. Would you confront your partner immediately or gather more evidence first? Tell me in the comments. Marcus began paying attention. He noticed Julia always left the house at the same time every Tuesday and Friday. He noticed she kept her phone face down. He noticed new clothes he did not buy. He noticed she wore perfume only when leaving the house, not when she was with him. One night, she was in the shower when her phone lit up. A message from someone saved as Cousin Ben. But the message said, "I miss you already." Last night was everything. Marcus felt like someone punched him. His vision blurred as he placed the phone back exactly where it was. He went to their bedroom and sat on the floor. He felt broken, used, invisible. And yet, he still loved her. The next morning, Marcus made breakfast like usual. He wanted to speak with a calm heart. When Julia walked in, he gently placed his phone, showing the messages on the table. "Marcus, Julia, how long has this been going on?" She froze. Her eyes widened for a split second before she rolled them dramatically. "Julia, oh please, don't be dramatic. You weren't giving me what I needed." "Marcus, I loved you. I tried." "Julia, well, it wasn't enough." Then she said something that broke him completely. "Julia, you should be grateful I even stayed this long." Marcus felt the last bit of respect he had for her crumble. Audience question: should Marcus walk away or fight for his marriage? Comment below, I want to hear your thoughts. The situation grew worse. Julia brought her lover to the same restaurant Marcus and her used to visit. People in town began whispering. Marcus became the object of pity. One day, Marcus overheard two women talking behind him in a grocery store. Woman 1, that's him. The one whose wife is running around with that guy. Woman 2, poor man. He seems so gentle too. The shame burned him from the inside. But something inside Marcus finally snapped. He wasn't angry. He wasn't bitter. He was simply done. Marcus didn't shout. He didn't curse. He didn't break things. Instead, he woke up the next day, packed a small bag, and left a note on the dining table. It read, "I release you, not because you deserve freedom, but because I deserve peace." He left the keys and walked out. Julia came home later and saw the note. At first she smirked, thinking he was bluffing. But when she realized his clothes were gone, she panicked. She called him, texted him, cried, begged. But Marcus didn't respond. For the first time, she was the one chasing. And she didn't like the feeling. 1 week later, Julia discovered why Marcus had always been so patient, so calm, so kind. Marcus wasn't just a gentle man. He was a wealthy man. He had inherited his late father's estate, a massive property, shares in multiple companies, and a trust fund. He had never shown off because he believed love shouldn't be bought. Julia found out when lawyers arrived at the house she once mocked him in. They delivered documents. Marcus had filed for divorce. And the house she lived in? It was in his name. She read the papers and screamed. Not because she lost the house. Not because of the wealth she never knew he had. But because she realized she had thrown away the one man who truly loved her. Marcus rebuilt himself. He traveled. He healed. He reconnected with family. He found joy in simple things again: cooking, painting, volunteering. People noticed he glowed differently now. He wasn't bitter. He was wiser. He was free. Julia tried contacting him several times, but he never looked back. Because when someone shows you who they really are, you don't argue. You accept it and walk away. Dear listener, here are the lessons. Never let anyone make you feel like you're not enough. Silence and disrespect are forms of emotional abuse. Love doesn't grow where there is arrogance, pride, or betrayal. Your peace is worth more than any relationship. Sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you can do. Do you think Marcus made the right decision by leaving? Why or why not? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and value your heart.